It's your boy Crypto Blood. In today's video, I just wanted to go over quickly the difference between CFDs and perpetual contracts and the benefits of trading CFDs versus perpetual contracts or futures. I have any of those active traders out there that follow me. You guys probably have an understanding, and if not, I'll go over that in today's video. But I really wanted to drive home the difference, and you can trade CFDs on Bityard.com. I'll have a link in the description below to do that, because over there they have some of the better prices when it comes to CFDs, and the reason is because they have a great liquidity pool. CFDs are typically traded, or the markets are made by the broker itself, so the broker has a big influence on how fair these CFD prices are to you. Trading CFDs on Bityard could be beneficial to you. It definitely is to me. And so I just want to go over, the difference between CFDs and perpetual futures contracts on Binance, and also look at the difference on Bityard. They offer you the ability to trade futures on Bityard with the addition of trading CFDs as well. So you may be asking, what are CFDs? Let's start there. So CFDs are essentially the same as futures contracts, but with slight differences. They are leveraged financial derivatives that let you speculate on prices rising or falling in a particular asset without having to take direct ownership. You basically buy the underlying market if you think the price is going up, of course, and sell if you think, or go short if you think the prices are going to be falling. CFDs usually give you, and especially on Bityard, gives you more liquidity in those markets, because again, as I stated earlier in the video, CFD market makers are typically the brokers, so they have a big influence on how fair they want to be to you with those prices. And we'll take a look at some of those prices here in a second, comparing them to the futures on Bityard and the CFDs, and also maybe even take a look at Binance and see the difference there. Now, one thing that I really like and why I trade CFDs on Bityard is because there is no expiration date on your contract, unlike futures. Futures have expiry date, and so when that comes up, that contract is over and it has to be closed out. With that being said, there's usually some level of decay on the price of your futures as it gets closer to that expiry date. With CFDs, you don't have to worry about that. You can keep those open as long as there's money to fund those positions. So remember, every day there's a funding event that happens on your contracts on CFDs and on futures. But as long as you have money there set aside in your account to cover your margin, the expense of you basically borrowing money, then you'll be fine. And so before I get too deep into this tutorial about CFDs and perpetual contracts, I do want to list some benefits of why you should be trading on Bityard in the first place. There are so many exchanges out there, of course, all of them saying they offer this, they offer that over their competitors, and it is a very competitive landscape. But over at Bityard, in my opinion, and I've been with them for over 2 years now, I like them the best because of their, first of all, buying crypto. So if you want to buy crypto with 0% transaction fees, you can do that over at Bityard.com, meaning you can go from fiat to crypto on ramps with 0 transaction fees. Transact offers that, I think, in Mercurio as well. You'll have to check when you get over there, but use the link in the description below. Sign up and then go to buy crypto in the top menu area, and you can start buying with your credit card or debit card right from their website. And you don't have to keep it on there. You can buy your crypto and then move them to your own wallet if you want, or buy and start trading right on their exchange. The other thing, of course, many people are, want to feel comfortable about having their funds with a regulated crypto exchange. Well, Bityard is one of them. They are regulated here in the United States, Australia, and also Estonia. If you just go to their support area, you can search for this particular article or video that'll show you how to search for Bityard's regulatory licenses, and that will help you out there to validate that. The other thing is their mystery box program. So every day you trade and you do certain actions on their website, you do earn mystery boxes. Definitely take advantage of that, because you never know what you'll have in your mystery box. But let's go ahead and take a look at the CFDs and perpetual contracts. So CFDs, they don't have it labeled on the website as a CFD, but that is essentially your light futures, and they have a laundry list of futures. You can also sort them by crypto, by commodities, and even Forex now. This is something fairly new that they're offering Forex. This is great, but it gives you a wide range of light futures or CFDs to trade. And so when you trade these CFDs, you're going to get a better price match. In addition to that, I mean, I love the way their interface looks. It looks much better and cleaner than Binance. You have your leverage meter here, very easily for you to change the leverage to where you want. I trade typically at 20x, 25x the most. All right, and then you can easily set your take profit ratios and your stop loss ratios very quickly. 90%, that means you're risking 90% of whatever margin you put up. So that's easy for you to understand. Meaning if I'm going to put in $1,000 here at these current ratios, I'm willing to risk $900 with this trade. Very easy for you to understand. On the other side, my take profit is 300% of what the current price is. So it's very easy to trade on Bityard.com. This is why I use it. And you surely want to make sure you have that overnight checkbox enabled, because that is how you continue to ride that contract out perpetually without it expiring. So very important to know and understand. So on the other hand, with the futures contracts, which are available on Bityard as well, they are pretty much binding you into buying or selling that actual asset, the underlying asset, at a specific price and at a specific future date, hence futures, right? And so with futures, it's a little different, because it pretty much, with the futures contract, you have to exercise the price or that contract at a price in the future, and they're very similar to your CFDs. However, the thing that really makes this a little bit more complicated is the fact that you have expiry dates, you have set quantities, and stricter rules on enforcement as compared to CFD trading. Okay, the futures markets are, however, almost entirely transparent, tracking the underlying asset more closely than CFD brokers will. But again, that is very true. But I really have been tracking how Bityard market makes, and they are very honest with their market making, giving you that additional edge over trading futures on Bityard. Now on other exchanges might not be that case. I'm just letting you know how it is on Bityard. So I have a link in the description below if you're interested in Bityard and trading, or even just buying crypto from them. You can get it again. 0 transactional fees with your debit or credit card. That's right there alone a reason why you should go check them out, in my opinion. Link in the description below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you trade futures? Do you like futures better than CFDs? And I actually just thought about that. I never told you what CFDs were. They're contracts for difference. That's what it stands for. But let me know if you trade CFDs or futures, which ones you like better, which ones you see more success with. I love to know. It's your boy Crypto Blood, and that's another crypto trading video. I'm out of here. Holla!